The mind is a powerful force, capable of shaping our realities, guiding our choices, and ultimately defining the course of our lives. But harnessing that power, the ability to truly control one's thoughts, emotions, and actions, requires more than just strength of will. It calls for honesty, discipline, and a commitment to self-mastery. Let us journey into a short tale, a wordy tale, that explores the extraordinary impact of controlling the mind and how honesty and discipline intertwine to create a life of purpose and fulfillment. In a small town nestled between rolling hills and winding rivers, lived a young boy named Arjun. Quiet and thoughtful, Arjun was known for his sharp intellect and insatiable curiosity. But while his schoolmates admired his quick answers and clever ideas, Arjun struggled with a secret inner battle. He found it difficult to control his impulses, especially when faced with temptation or challenge. One bright morning, the school announced a competition, a simple test of knowledge with a handsome prize for the winner. The students buzzed with excitement, and Arjun's heart raced with anticipation. He knew he was capable, but as the day drew near, doubts and fears crept into his mind. What if he couldn't remember the answers? What if someone else outperformed him? That evening, as Arjun sat with his books, his eyes wandered to a small slip of paper peeking out from a drawer. It was a copy of the test, accidentally left behind by his teacher. The answer key was right there, within his grasp. His heart thudded in his chest as he realized the opportunity before him, a chance to guarantee his success, to silence his fears, and claim the prize. For a moment, Arjun's mind raced with possibilities. No one would ever know, he reasoned. He could study the answers, walk into the classroom, and win with ease. The temptation was powerful, almost overwhelming. But as he reached for the paper, he paused. A memory surfaced, his grandfather's words from years ago. True strength, his grandfather had said, is not in what you can achieve, but in how you achieve it. Honesty is the foundation of greatness, and discipline is its guardian. Arjun sat back, breathing deeply. He realized that this was not merely a test of knowledge, but a test of character. The real challenge was not the questions on the paper, but the decision before him. He closed his eyes, focusing on his thoughts. He recognized the urge to take the easy path, the anxiety fueling his temptation. But instead of giving in, Arjun chose to confront those feelings. He reminded himself of his values, honesty and discipline. He acknowledged his fear of failure, but resolved to face it head-on. That night, Arjun studied diligently, relying on his own understanding and effort. He disciplined his mind, pushing away distractions and negative thoughts. He practiced honesty, refusing to let temptation dictate his actions. The day of the competition arrived. The classroom buzzed with anticipation, and Arjun felt the familiar flutter of nerves. But beneath the anxiety, he felt a quiet strength, a confidence born not from certainty of victory, but from the knowledge that he had chosen the right path. The test began. Arjun read each question carefully, recalling what he had learned. Some were easy, others required deep thought. There were moments when doubt crept in, but he steadied his mind, remembering his commitment to discipline and honesty. He finished the test, handed in his paper, and waited. When the results were announced, Arjun was not the winner. Another student had scored higher. For a brief moment, disappointment flickered in his heart. But then, a sense of pride and peace settled over him. He knew he had acted with integrity, resisting the urge to take the shortcut. His mind was clear, unburdened by guilt or regret. Later that day, his teacher called him aside. She had discovered the misplaced answer key and realized that Arjun must have seen it. "Did you look at the answers?" she asked gently. Arjun shook his head, explaining how he had found the paper but chose not to use it. The teacher smiled, her eyes warm with approval. "You may not have won the prize, but you have won something far greater: the respect of your peers and the knowledge that you are honest and disciplined." Word of Arjun's choice spread throughout the school. His classmates admired his integrity, and his story became a lesson for all. Arjun learned that the greatest victories are often invisible: a quiet triumph of the mind, a disciplined refusal to compromise one's values. From that day forward, Arjun approached every challenge with renewed strength. He discovered that controlling his mind was not about suppressing his feelings or denying his desires, but about guiding them with honesty and discipline. He learned to recognize temptation, confront his fears, and choose the path of integrity. In time, Arjun's discipline became his greatest asset. His mind grew sharper, his spirit stronger. He faced each day not with fear, but with the confidence that comes from self-mastery. He understood that real power lies not in what we achieve, but in how we achieve it, in the quiet choices we make, the honesty we uphold, and the discipline we practice. And so, the tale of Arjun reminds us all: the power to control our minds is within reach. Through honesty and discipline, we can shape our character, overcome temptation, and build lives of true greatness.